Hey cats. So right now I'm just getting back on trail here right outside of Kent, Connecticut, and this is a little reroute from last year. One of the bridges got washed out along the AT over the Housatonic River, and so they kind of have us going through this reroute for about a mile. Of course, the trail starts as usual, literally straight uphill, and I have this to look forward to for about the next half mile or so. So once I get up here to the top, maybe we'll chat a little bit more. Okay, so I'm back on trail here in 2024, trying to knock out this last 700 miles or so up to Katahdin. You know, that's my goal, and you know, we'll just see how it goes. A little bit of news over the winter break. Found out that my age was too far advanced for them to accept me into the diaconate program at church. So I've gone ahead and I've got involved in some other activities, and still working my way spiritually through all of that, and really hopeful I'll be able to spread some good news and cheer along the trail while I'm out here. I think that's one of my main goals, really, is, you know, trying to meet people out here and talking with them. I think that's the part I enjoy the most. Anyway, trying to get up to Salisbury, Connecticut in 2 days, and today's a Friday, trying to get in there on a Sunday, and we'll see how that goes. It's a bit over 30 miles, and I'm still kind of getting my legs under me for sure. And you know, I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'm glad that you're going to follow along a little bit more with me. You know, so it's nice to finally be back on schedule as far as the miles on the trail, because I'd bounced around so much the first 2 years. You know, missed 30 miles there, 150 there. Well, I finally caught up all of those, and right now I'm at about mile 1475 or so. And so now every time I see a mile marker, I know, yeah, okay, that's exactly how many more miles I have to do to complete this whole trail. So that's kind of fun. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing that 1500 mile marker and have it mean something to me again. Yeah, and the trail is really nice along here. Had to climb up a little over 700 feet, you know, in that first 2 miles of trail. And yeah, I sweat some, absolutely, but was able to get it all done, so that's good. I think that's probably the hardest part. Depending upon how many miles I go, I certainly have more climbing up to go, which that's going to be every day. But it was a bit steep, really, to start out for that first mile or so. But yeah, the trail's nice. We had a good bit of rain last night, came through Kent, and we stayed at the Fife and Drum Inn again, as you know, that's where I left off last year, and so it was pretty familiar territory. Just really pleasant out here. Now let me tell you, that was a bit of a hike. Got up here to Caleb's Peak. It was a bit tough, but right here, there's certainly the reward. So, looking east there is St. John's Mountain. Definitely worth the climb. Yeah. So I've come about another half a mile and popped out on St. John's ledges. So from here, I have to walk back up to the trail, but it's supposed to be a butt scoot for a while as we climb down off of this little ledge. But I just thought that I would take you down here so we could get a little view of that. Let's try not to kill myself. Oh, there we go. Just another view of St. John's. I guess that's Ridge and Peak. Lovely. Now I gotta get back up there. So it's worth taking a look here. I guess I'm on the St. John's ledges now. That's where I just came from. Pretty steep. Now let me show you where I gotta go. Oh yes, very steep. Now I can see why they say you might want to butt scooch this when it's wet. Luckily it's dried out from the rains. Well, that was some climb down for sure. But this is a very welcome sight. You know my rule, if there's a chair or a bench set out, I'm gonna sit. And boy, do I need to take a little sit right now. So this is a little nicer bit of the trail. It's about a 4 or 5 mile road walk kind of thing, right along the Housatonic River, which is off to the right. Kind of see it there. So it's a nice way to kind of get rejuvenated after climbing down off of that St. John's ledge. Pretty pleasant. Ran across a fisherman out here. Not much luck except he fell into the water. I don't know if that was luck or not. Cooled him down anyway. So I grabbed some water and stopped here for a little rest. Stewart Hollow Brook Shelter. It's pretty nice. Campsites. Privy back here in the distance. It's not bad at all. It would be buggy down here because it's really close to the water. But ran across some turkeys too, like 4 turkeys so far. They're huge. Haven't been able to get a picture of them yet. They're, you know, pretty sly. So I'll be heading back to the trail shortly. Hey, good morning, cats. So the end of yesterday, day 137, it was a pretty long little slug. A lot of uphill. Just I guess I'm just not quite ready or in shape enough to do everything I did. Ended up doing a little bit over 13. So today's going to be a little different. It's probably only going to do about 10. Just trying to figure out how to get in for Sunday Mass, and that's tomorrow. It's just not going to happen. So, but there is a Saturday vigil I think I can make. I just need to figure out to get some kind of ride a couple miles up to North Canaan. So I'm going to do that. So with that being said, I'm going to just kind of take it easy and just cruise on up here, take care of a little bit of business. And I think there's a restaurant up here I'm going to try to hit as well for like a lunch or a late lunch. And from there I'll head on up to the church and figure out a way to get back somehow. I don't know. I guess it'll work out, right? So anyway, that's it. I feel okay this morning. Based on how I felt yesterday, I didn't think I would feel too good, but I'm doing okay now. It's before 7, and I'm going to go ahead and start pounding the trail. And here's the water source to the campsite I stayed at. It's pretty nice, and it's very close to it. I could hear the water running all night. So I'm going to do a little bit of business here and head on up the trail. Quite a climb to come up here. Those jumbo rocks was called Rogers Ramp. Ooh. Kind of fun if I could actually breathe. So it's been a really tough day. My legs are really feeling pretty shot. So I'm reevaluating what I'm going to do today. I'm going to stop in here, Sharon Mountain campsite, and just rest for a while. Try to get my my energy back. Eat a little bit of food. It's been I don't know, just second day back on trail, and just don't quite have the legs that I need. But we'll come down here and rest up and see how that does. Yep. The mountain laurel back in bloom. Something nice here. Need a little bit of encouragement right there. That helps. Hey Cats, so I thought I'd just wrap up day 138 for you. Ended up doing a little over 8 miles, about 8.4, into Belter's campground right outside of Falls Village in Connecticut. And probably like the big news is I think I might have injured my knee a bit. You know, over the years I've had some ACL problems. Strained it a couple times, maybe once in the 20s, and even 2 years ago on the AT I had a mild little sprain. I think this is a little bit more substantial, unfortunately. So I'm trying to take care of it as much as possible. So I stopped early. I really couldn't go any further anyway. So I've elevating it, resting it, cold water, just everything that you're supposed to do. So I'm going to see what happens when I wake up in the morning. If it's not really responding, I'm going to go ahead and just take a 0 right here in this little campground and see how it goes throughout the day. But that's just something we're going to have to see how that all unfolds. But for now, this is a really lovely campsite. There's a couple flip-floppers, a couple they rolled in a little while ago, and chatted with them some, so they're really nice. They're eating their grub right now. But hopefully in the morning, things will be looking up. If not, then I'll just do a 0 here and see what happens on the next day, and just hope for the best. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you an update, and see you on the trails, cats.